Hey Sagittarius, this is Perrymore Tarot's daily reading for August 13th, 2024. This is for Sagittarius. Last shuffle coming out for Sagittarius. Let's see. All right, we have taking steps and decrease. Some of you are um, slowing down on approaching people or things, and it's mostly because you're really close to something. You're really close to a goal, to be quite honest. And it's like now you really need to make sure that you take uh, the best steps next, like the next best steps, right? You need to make sure that what you do is flawless. So it's time to slow down and regroup. Very much so. And I think that the problem, a lot of you, is that you don't want to be disappointed. You don't want to regret anything. Spirit wants you to just to remind you that your intention should be that you don't want to regret anything. Hold on to what would be considered a failure to you, and hold on to it with everything. Decrease feeling like a victim. You can't be a victim in anything, right? So don't act too impulsively. Don't act too quickly on anything, right? This is saying you've got everything to lose. You got everything to gain, but also everything to lose here. So taking steps with Five of Cups, Four of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, and the Empress. This is saying you want to come out the winner, but you also can't afford to put anything on the line, or to you can't risk anything, right? You need to make sure that what you do is foolproof. So it's very important that your next steps are whatever this is, right? If you want to keep something, you want to hold on to something, it's like keep that in mind. Keep in mind the things that you could lose, right? Or whatever it is, the person, the people. Decreases the Nine of Wands and the Queen of Swords. You can't continue to come from the place of you're a victim in anything, okay? You can't afford to make every decision based off of, but I have to do this by myself. Like I'm the only one that could do this. You can't afford to be thinking that way, okay? You've got to be in a space of saying, I'm not a victim in anything, okay? I'm not a, I have to keep pushing. I have to persevere. That is the issue, me persevering. That's where you have to be. And realize that you don't want to go down the road and regret your actions. So what do you need to do? Intuition and manifestation with Page of Swords and the Six of Cups. Now you may want to manifest a better relationship. For some of you, you want things to get better between you and another person. But this is also about looking back in the past and seeing what worked and what didn't. Also seeing where it's like look back in the past and see what was always missing. Something was always missing, especially in a connection. Something was never really there. Doesn't matter what it is. It could be anything that you're saying, I'm trying to reach a certain goal. Maybe what was never been there is a resource with this person. What they've never been capable of doing something that perhaps you'd like. I'm holding on to um, them, and they've never been capable of providing a certain thing. They never actually given this to me. If I really look back, like I've never actually gotten this, right? So your intuition and manifestation is, it's almost like it's being halted because you're looking at something that they've never been able to give you, and maybe going playing. And it's not that you're playing victim, but when you realize that something has never been there, then how can you be a victim of something chaotic when you know that they were always, like there was always chaos, or it was always something. It's almost to the degree of, and I'm not seeing acceptance, right? But it's like maybe not putting so much effort into those connections because you already know that you have a lot to lose. You don't have time to kind of baby step somebody into your world, right? Maybe they've never been responsible, or maybe they've never been a leader, or maybe they're not the most generous person in the world, or there's something here, or maybe they are not a great earner or something, if they've never been able to do a certain thing. Like maybe they don't save money, maybe they spend too much. That could be a vibe too that I'm seeing, that you may be wanting to manifest something that you felt like was there in the past, but when you really look, it was never really there. So we have family, friends, and guides with the Six of Wands and the Five of Wands. And so this would tell me that the people around you are struggling with how to reach success, They're trying to come up with a plan, and I see them trying to take action, but I see people they're conflicted about how they could reach their goals. This in spirit around, especially with you as well. You may feel very conflicted about what to do to reach your goals. You may find that the people that you're surrounded by are they're they're a conflict of interest to some degree. It's like you all want success, but you don't agree on how to reach it. Like if you're, especially if you're in a romantic connection, you both want success in that connection, but neither of you are on the same page about what that would look like. And so that is the issue that I'm seeing. Spirit is asking you very strongly to weigh out your next options, and not to look at it from a place of I'm a victim, but look at it as from a place of like, I have a lot to lose. What do I need to do in order to fulfill a need that this person was never really capable of fulfilling? It never was, and they never really fulfilled a need for you, right? It was just a void that you needed filled, and then here they come, but they never actually paid into that pot. And so spirit is calling attention to that. It's like there's something deficient. Maybe they're not able to. Maybe they're not the smartest person in the room. Maybe they have a lot of baggage. And so spirit's saying that it's time to start coming from a place of like, you need to keep pushing, like you need to survive. What is your plan? Kind of thing. I hope that makes sense. You could be dealing with a Taurus or a Libra main signs. We also have Gemini or an Aquarius. So you could be dealing with a Taurus, Gemini cusp. You don't have to be dealing with any of these signs. However, these signs could also be in your chart. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, my links are on my page. Peace, love, and light. Take care.